All right now. Give a little horn toot today. Haven't done that in a while. So now, the title of this video is going to be something about I modified my log splitter. So I want to jump right into that. So let's look at that, and then we'll talk and do a bunch of other BS so everybody doesn't get upset with me for rambling on. Okay, so now here's that hyper split log splitter, and I made a little modification to it. Now you let me know in the comments if you think this is a good or a bad idea. I don't know why it would be a bad idea, but these things are all being assembled now with this hose right here pointed in the upward directions. Like, see how that hose is? It's going up. Well, that main high pressure hose right there, I think that's high pressure. Yeah, that's low pressure suction. I think this is high pressure into the system there. Or return line is what that, excuse me, sorry about that now. Suction is in, and then this is the high pressure out. So this whole fitting was vertical, so you can see how that hose is pointed up. I didn't fix that one, but I put a wrench on that and just twisted that whole fitting right here and got that in a down position. Now, what happened was, you can see that log table on there, and anybody that uses splitters knows you walk away from them, you have stuff sitting on your log table sometimes, things fall off of it. Those logs are heavy. I mean, you get a big heavy piece of wood and it rattles around on that vibration, and then it just falls off now, and you can do all sorts of damage. I mean, on my other log splitter, I have dents on my gas tank, gets all beat up from this. I mean, anything that falls off this way is going to hit your motor. I shattered the plastic on my air filter, and I have dents in my gas tank on this side. So you got to watch that. It's tough to do when you're busy and you're working and you got wood sitting on it and you're splitting rounds and your hands are full, and even if you're standing right here, sometimes things can just fall off. But especially if you turn around and walk away and you're on a hill or whatever, it'll slide right off. Now, back to what I was saying now. That was pointed up, and you can see how drastic that is in the vertical position. That bigger hose, that's a larger hose than that other one. It was also doing that, and I had a big round fall right off and hit that hose right there on that coupler. And it was hard. It hit it hard. I mean, those rounds probably weigh whatever. They can weigh 60, 80, 100 pounds. So instead of having that to where it's going to hit it and really kink it hard and break that and cut into that coupler there and break your hose, that's probably a steel braided hose, I would imagine. But you know, if you keep hitting it and hitting it and hitting it, it will damage it. So I felt like this is more of a glancing blow. If it hits that, it'll be more apt to just kind of slide down, and it won't really just pop that thing hard and hit it and break it. That's what I was hoping. So that's what I did. And I kind of kicked myself in the butt with it, because what I did, like I said, I put a wrench on this fitting here, and I just swiveled it around, and it still had enough play in it that I was able to do that. And I think because it twists this hose, and it kind of wants to stick out and do whatever when you do that. I took some pressure off, and I thought I had everything right. So then I put it on here, and I think I twisted it a little bit to adjust it so it wasn't twisted. Well, I have to admit, I mean, I'm completely real on this channel, so I'm going to tell you, but I came out here this morning really early splitting, and we'll get into that why here in a minute, but I was just splitting away, and this thing started surging on me. The ram coming out here, it was stopping and then surging, and it was hitting the wood and stopping and had no power, and then it would surge and pop, and it was dark outside now, so I couldn't figure out what was going on. And after about 3 minutes, I split a few pieces of wood. I looked down, and that hose was just spewing out hydraulic fluid, under pressure. So when I tweaked that, I accidentally, apparently this got a little bit loose. I jarred it just enough that I kind of broke the tight seal on it and it rattled loose and under pressure started squirting on me. So I had to go home, rearrange my day, rearrange my delivery schedule, drop all the wood off that I had split, and reload and fix that. I just had to put a wrench on it, and I poured a couple gallons of hydraulic fluid in there. It bled out pretty good. I'm hoping I didn't hurt the pump at all. I was only splitting, I mean, I finished out what I was doing because it was still working. So, I mean, I probably put 20 to 25 minutes on it, but it was cavitating a little bit. And the suction line down there, that clear line, I could see it was foaming up. So, I mean, I had bubbles in it and the pump was cavitating a little bit. I was losing power. It's working fine now. It's a brand new unit. I don't think I did any terrible damage to it. Like I said, it may have been 20 to 25 minutes of low hydraulic oil. So if you know anything about that, if you think I'm okay, let me know. But anyways, that's what I did. So that's what the title of the video is, and I would recommend doing that. I don't see why it would be a problem. I mean, you're under pressure here, and even if it's facing vertical, if you've ever taken these things apart, when you unscrew that hose, it's full of fluid. It drains out. So it's not like you're losing anything. It's not like it's not able to drain or something, because even when it's vertical, it's still full of fluid. I mean, even that suction hose is full of fluid right now. So I mean, it's under pressure, so it's working. It's gonna go into the tank. There's no problem. And I just think that is I think that's a better setup. If something falls on it, it's not so rigid. It has a little more of a glancing blow and will slide off of that thing and not hit that metal collar and start breaking into your braided wire. That's my hope. So that's what we were doing. Let me get back to what we're going to be doing next now. Let me know in the comments what you think about that little thing. And yes, I was a dingbat, and I let it get loose and squirt a little fluid out. So things happen sometimes, and we're not all perfect. Okay, now, so anybody that gets upset about me yammering on and not getting to the point of the video has no right to complain now. So we talked about the log splitter. Everything's going good there. Now, like I said, I got out here really early today. I've been up since like 4 in the morning moving wood. We got this big snowstorm coming in. Some of y'all might remember. This is going to be a few weeks down the road probably, but sometimes my videos get out of order now. We got this snow and ice storm coming through. It is first week of January, and so let me know in the comments, how was your area for this snowstorm? Did you get a bunch of snow? Did you get ice? What? Right now the meteorologists are all over the place. I looked at my app on my phone last night. It said we were supposed to get 12 to 15 inches of snow Sunday, and then on Monday we were going to get another like 4 to 6 inches. So I mean, it could be up to like whatever that math. It was like 23 inches of snow, or a minimum of like 12 to 15 inches. So then I went and I looked and I logged online and started looking at the weather reports, and they're saying that it could be mostly just an ice event, that we're looking at getting freezing rain and ice accumulation on all the power lines and everything. Like, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch of ice on stuff. And then on top of that, a few inches of snow. So a little bit of ice and 3 or 4 inches of snow is what they're saying too. So I have no idea, and I think they really have no idea, because it depends on how this thing is going to move and how these air masses interact up in the atmosphere or what have you now. So it's going to be kind of a coin toss as to how much snow or ice we get. I sure would rather have snow than ice. I mean, I'd rather have 15 inches of snow and play in that than have to worry about all this wood getting iced up and everything, because it's going to be like, I don't know, 4 degrees and 20, high of 20 degrees for the next 10 days. So we're finally getting the winter weather, and I wanted to get out here and have a nice busy day ahead of this storm. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little bit dry enough in here. Well, it's not dry. This mud freezes up at night, and at least you can drive on it. When it freezes up, you can drive on it. And as soon as that sun comes up, like right now, it's only like 25, 30 degrees today. But with that sun pounding on it, all this mud is getting soft again. So I'm in a good spot here, right on a hill, and it's dry. I have no problems getting in and out of here. But it's going to be a mess now for the next 10 days. We're going to get all this snow and ice and everything. and you know what I'm saying. So I wanted to get out here and make some wood. I had a delivery to do. I got all kinds of, I got several deliveries, but some of my customers are kind of flaking off on me and not responding and everything. So I haven't been able to get everything scheduled. I've just been having a hard time scheduling with a couple people, but that's all right. I'll get back on it as soon as the roads are cleared and everything. And I mean, I was up all night last night. I'm moving wood out of the wood yard into my garage where I can get to it. I got a few ricks inside or what have you now, so at least I have a little bit of wood. And we'll just try to clear a path and do the best we can here this week. I'm sure I'll be all right. We'll probably only get like 4 inches of snow, and I can operate a wheelbarrow in 4 inches of snow, especially if I go out and clean it up a little bit and everything too. So we'll see. But anyways, enough rambling. Let me know how y'all did in the snowstorm. How much snow did you get? Was it a big deal? We'll find out here in 24 hours in my area around Louisville. Now, we're back here at this walnut wood, and I did a pretty good job of bucking this stuff up and noodling it down. Some of this stuff is still really heavy, but my saw was getting dull and I ran out of gas, so I went ahead and called it a day when I was here last video. I did start to take a slice off of that cedar log I've been jonesing on, and I ran out of gas right in the middle of it. So I just said, okay, I'm done, that's good. But also, I had to leave and go make a delivery. I had to be somewhere at like 10:30, 11 o'clock, whatever it was. So I had like 15 minutes to get there, and I was out here noodling around on some wood. So some of this walnut wood is still pretty big, pretty heavy. I'm already pretty sore today. I've been working 8 hours, and I'm going to keep going. But that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to split this walnut wood. I'll probably run the splitter a little bit and maybe do a little bit of that for you guys. And hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and maybe ring the bell. Make sure you're checking the videos out. Go to the page, watch some videos, put on a playlist, and let it play while you're sleeping so it gives me some views or something there. But I'm going to get to splitting on this walnut. I've been making a video now for about 15 minutes, and I could have had wood going already. So let me get my truck cleaned out and start splitting wood, and that's going to be the video here. Have a good one. All right, I'm going to break up some of these rounds now. They're getting a little heavy. I'm sore today. I've been working since 4 in the morning, and it's I don't know, 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon now. So I'm going to swing the axe instead of trying to lift some of these. See if I can't break them up. Here we go. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this little video today. I'm just waiting on this snowstorm to move through town. I'll probably do some videos on that coming up in the next series here now. Because, hey, what else am I going to be doing other than snowstorm cleanup and trying to figure out how to make firewood in 20 inches of snow? It's looking like we're going to get some pretty good accumulation, so we'll take a look around. I'll show you what the snowstorm's looking like, and I'm just showing you what I ended up with now. That's my scrounger wood pile, and I also stacked a bunch of that maple from that maple log up, and that's some nice looking maple wood. That's just really clean, pretty wood on the inside. Now that's soft maple, and it's real light and dry. That was that maple log that was laying down in that puddle. If you watched the last video, I bucked that thing up. So I hope you'll have a good one, and looking forward to see what happens with this snow. We'll see you guys next time.